Today I will be showing you how to make this bunny, and you'll need about 135 single rubber bands. So let's get started. First, we are going to make the ears, and I made one here and put it on the hook. So you'll have to pause the video to make the second one. So to make the ears, you're going to take a single white rubber band, and we're creating a diamond on the very top of our loom, like that. Taking a single and looping it from the first to the second peg on both sides, and coming down again with another single from the second to the third peg, and now taking a single, twist, double it, and we're creating an upside down triangle on the third peg across, like that. Now take the inside color of your ear, mine will be pink, and looping it from the center first to the center second, taking a single, double it, and we'll come across like that. And now what you want to do is pull the top of that holding rubber band we just did and looping it on the second peg in the center, and now we're going to pull the center of our ear and looping it right onto the first center peg. Let's cap the end peg here at the very top, so the fourth center, you want to loop it 4 times. 3, 4, like that. Now go in the cap band, under the cap band, grab, there should be 2 rubber bands, you want to grab one of them, pull it up very carefully and ease it out, and putting it either on the, mine went on the right, you can put it on the left if you want, because you're going to go back in, grab the other one, and pulling it on the other side. So that's what you should have. It's very tight, pull it very carefully. Now just go on either side, bringing up the single and looping it onto itself. If your rubber band's not that stretchy, don't overstretch it, it'll break. You can always stretch them out first. So I'm doing my other side now. Again, I feel a lot of tension there. Don't overforce it. Releasing it by using the back of your hook and following it on the outside of your peg. Continue looping up this single rubber bands and loop up and onto the center. So that ear is done. Take it off the loom. Don't take it off the first center peg yet. Take your holding hook and put it on your holding hook for later. So those are my 2 ears. You want to pause the video to make the second one. And now we'll make the front leg. This is what it'll look like with the little pink padded paw. So taking 2 single rubber bands from the first to the second peg, 2 more, and then another set. And now on the hook, we want to take a single, and we're looping it twice to create 3 loops, like that. Taking another one, doing the same, looping it twice to create 3 loops. Those are his paws. Taking a single rubber band, and we're going to pull all those looped bands onto our single and putting the loop right onto your hook. So that's what it should look like. Taking a pink single rubber band, we're going to loop it 3 times to create 4 loops. This is for the pink pads. Now taking a single, we're going to pull all the little pink loop bands onto that single, like that, and now scooch the paw up, taking one side of the loop off your hook, put your index finger through that same side where the hook's at, take your hook off, grab the other side of your loop and pull it through, and now everything's on your hook. It should look like that. And we want to add it right at the end of our 4th peg there. And now we want to go under grab the bottom two bands and loop up and onto itself. There's one of your front paws and or foot. You'll have to make another. Pause the video to make another one. Come back when you're done. Now we'll make the back, the hind legs. Taking 2 single rubber bands again, from the first to the second, and we'll come down 2 more times for a total of 3. And now to make his hind legs a little meatier, taking 2 single rubber bands and put it from the second to the third peg in the center. And now to make the pads of the back paws, we are going to do the same as the front, taking a single rubber band, looping it twice to create 3 loops, another one, same thing. Now taking a single rubber band, pulling those looped bands onto the single and getting everything onto your hook. Taking a pink rubber band, looping it 3 times to create 4 loops. Taking your single, pull the pink ones onto the single. Now pull one side off the hook and onto the single rubber band. Put your index finger through, take your hook off, grab the other side and pull it through. So that's the paw, the back paw. Attach it to the 4th peg on your loom. And now go in, grabbing the bottom 2, looping up once. On the second set of rubber bands, you want to pull it up and connect your thigh, and then looping up. Repeat up on the right side, and get your holding hook to hold our hind legs to add to our body later. And now let's make the body. Taking 2 single rubber bands from the center, down once, like that, and come diagonally on both sides. And we'll come down 2 times on the left and the right side for his face. We'll close off his face with 2 single rubber bands, so that's from the 3rd to the 4th peg in the center. And it's very important on the 4th peg you push it all the way down so it does not overlap. Repeat on the right side. Same thing, push it down, and now close up your face with 2 single rubber bands. The face is done. Let's do the body. 2 single rubber bands, coming diagonally on both sides. And we'll come down 3 times for the body. On both sides. That's what you should have. Let's close up the body, coming in diagonally from the side to the center, and repeat on the other side. I switch the background so you can see better. Taking 2 single rubber bands, coming from the first to the second, and if you want to add a little bit of color in his body, you can. I'm doing so with pink. Taking 2 single pinks, coming down twice. And my last 2, I'm just taking 2 single whites and coming down to his bottom. That finishes the body. Now I'm taking some holding rubber bands, and you can use 1 if you want. I'm using 2, and creating the triangle there. And another set of triangles there. And push it down. We'll need to add the hind legs. Let's do that now. taking the hind legs, and there should be 4 sets of rubber band on each. So you're going to attach it to the first and the second from the bottom. Again, there should be 4 single rubber bands, and you want to get all those rubber bands onto those pegs. Repeat on the other side when you're done with this side. So one of my hind legs, the left side, is on. I'll do my right, attaching it to the first peg and the second peg, bottom of his body. Hind legs are on. Let's cap this bottom off by looping it 4 times. So that's 2, 3, 4. Let's add the eyes, and for the eyes I'm making it like my penguin eyes, taking whatever color you want and looping it 3 times to create 4 loops, taking a single black and looping it twice on one side, twice on the other. Repeat for the other eye, taking a single and looping it 3 times to create 4 loops. Single black, looping it twice on one side and twice on the other. So there are my eyes, and since it's going on my body, taking a white and I'm pulling all the eye right onto my hook. And if you're struggling to do it this way on the hook, I did it on my baby panda video on the Loom. Takes a little longer. So there's my eye, and you want it to be in that order, and attach it from the second peg to the second peg across. And we want to split it out. And you can fix your eyes later to how you want it to look. And let's do the nose. For the nose, I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to do it like my eyes. So I'm taking a pink, you can do whatever the tip of his nose is. Going to take a pink and looping it 3 times to create 4 loops. I saw Gabby do it on one of her videos, so I thought it was great to use the eye to make the nose. It makes him look a little cuter for the bunny, at least this bunny. So taking 2 single rubber bands now, and I'm looping like my eye, looping it twice on one side and then twice on the other. So there's my nose. Since it's going on the face, I'm taking a single white, and once again I'm going to pinch it and pulling it all onto that single rubber band. Try to keep it in that order, and we're looping it on the putting it on the loom from the 3rd peg to the 3rd peg. So there's my nose, and let's add the ears. Since we're here, we want to make sure the pink part shows, and we're putting it from the 1st peg on both sides. And make sure all the rubber bands are on it, on that peg, so our ears doesn't come apart. Pull it very carefully and getting all the rubber bands onto those pegs. Now let's loop up. Go under the cap band, very carefully grab the top 2 bands and looping it up and onto itself. It should go up the center. Reach back under the cap band, grab the next top 2. Mine is going to the left, and the last 2 going to the right. And now let's loop up either sides. I'm going up the right side, grabbing the bottom 2 bands and looping it onto itself. Remember to reach all the way in, grabbing the bottom 2 bands. And we're going to stop at the shoulder on both sides. We have to add our arms, the front arms. We're stopping at the shoulders. We're taking our arm, put the hook through the loops like so, Grabbing the shoulder rubber band, pull it out, pull our arms right onto the rubber band and then looping it right onto the center chin peg. Repeat on the other side. Same thing, put your hook through the loops. Grab your shoulder rubber band, pull your arms through onto that rubber band and hooking it onto the chin peg. Now we want to finish up the body. Go in, grabbing the bottom two, and my last set onto the chin peg. You should check to make sure you have teardrops up and down your body. We're going now in the chin peg. You want to go in all the way under, and you want to grab the top two rubber bands. Don't grab the ones you just looped up. Grab the top two. It should go up to the chin. It should go up to the nose, over the nose. You should see the nice teardrop as you pulled it, and looping it right over the nose to the center third peg. Go back in, grab the next top two. Mine's going to the right. And careful, if it's hard to pull, there's lots of tension, just follow your hook around the peg. Same thing, last one, grab the bottom two bands and looping it to the left now. And let's loop either side all the way up to the very first peg. Remember to always reach in, grabbing the bottom two bands. Especially the ear, you want to reach all the way in, grabbing the bottom two bands. And now lastly, we'll do the center of the face. We want to make sure our eyes are pulled out. Gets a little tight. And lastly, up to the forehead. And now take our single slip knot rubber band and we're going to tie it off. Let's take our bunny off the loom. There's our bunny, and we want to fix if his pink padded, the pink part of his paw is up, you want to go ahead and pull it under and fix the rubber bands if it's a little twisty. So the pads are at the bottom. Do it on all four. Pull the legs together. Again, you want the pads to be facing towards the bottom. Pull the eyes out. Make sure you really work with the eyes to make it look right. Making the eyes look good is very important. Pull out his little nose. Very carefully, and you can pull it, make it as big or small as you want. And he should be able to stand on all fours for you, like that, and you can tuck in the charm string if you want. So now let's add the tail, and you can make it however you want. I'm taking 2 singles and looping it twice to create 3 loops, and I'll do that one more time. Taking 2 singles and looping it twice to create 3 loops. There's my tail. Taking a single and pulling the looped bands onto my single. So there's my little bushy tail. Pinch it off, make sure you can see the loop. Go in the back of our bunny. Put your hook through the center rubber band on the back. Put your hook, grab the loops for the tail, get it like that, and pull it through the rubber band. Don't force it. And now we want to open it up like a slip knot. We want to push the tail right through the loop. And there's our cottontail. So there are your bunnies. I hope you like them. Thanks for watching.